these seats. Oh, it sounds so nice. Still can't really get my head around it. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video back on the Driven 24/7 automotive YouTube channel. Today it's quite exciting actually because I'm collaborating with another automotive YouTuber. So some of you might recognise the car I have behind me. Now this is the car from the Lloyd Vehicle Consulting YouTube channel owned by fellow automotive YouTuber Joesph. And today we're doing a bit of a car swap. He's got my Mercedes C200 for a video and I've got his Rover 45. But this isn't just any old Rover 45. This has got a V6 engine hiding underneath the bonnet. So more detail about this car then. This is a Rover 45 Connoisseur with a 2-litre V6 engine, obviously on a 2003 plate, automatic gearbox, which is right up my street. This is quite a rare car. I didn't know a 45 V6 was a thing. They made these cars in between the years of 2000 to 2004. This is also a very similar car to the red Honda Civic I used to own. I'm going to do some comparisons and I'm going to compare my old Honda Civic to this Rover. So I'm not a car reviewer by any means. Obviously if you want to know more in-depth information, go and check out Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. Obviously Joesph, this is Joseph's car, he obviously knows more about it than I do. I'm not here to really review the car, I'm just here to give you a summarisation, or is that the same as a review? Anyway, I'm going to take this thing for a spin. I'm going to compare it to my red Honda Civic as I've already stated. So let's start with looking around the car I think first. So because I keep mentioning the fact this is a V6, I suppose I better try and attempt to open the bonnet and have a look at this engine. Oh, hang on. Jesus.
2 hours later.
After some dirty fingers, that's what you get in an engine bay. Here is the V6 engine, 24 valve quad cam. 24 valve quad cam, that's a bit of a mouthful. Most of the engine's hidden by this plastic, but there is the V6, so I wasn't lying, there it is. This is Joseph's daily driver, which is the same as me and my Mercedes. They're daily driven, they're not going to be 100% perfect vehicles because they're in daily use. But for a 2003 car, on the eye, first impressions, it's in great condition. And again, being a silver car, silver, I'm not a big fan of silver, but on used cars in general, it hides the little imperfections that used cars obviously have. But silver on saloon cars, executive cars is a thing. I like it, it suits the car very well, and in this example obviously suits the Rover very well. Now this car looks kind of sporty to the eye. We've got the 16-inch alloys, which I don't know, there's something about them, they're sort of a bit sort of staggered, sticking out. There's a bit of depth to the wheels, what I'm trying to say, they look cool. I've also just noticed the smoked indicators. Again, there's little things like that. We've got a bit of black trim going down the side, but yeah, maybe that could have been body coloured, but I quite like the black against the silver. We've got chrome mirrors here as well. There I am there guys, so again, chrome mirrors, we've got the chrome door handles, chrome trim around as we work our way to the back of the car. We've got rear parking sensors on this model. Again, I quite like, it's just something silly that I'm picking up on, the sort of black around the number plate just adds a bit more, don't know, just looks quite cool at the back, and I'm loving the back angle of this car. We've got the V6 badge sitting proudly, and we also got the 45, nice little Union Jack there as well. Me and Joesph both have hub nut stickers on our cars. Must be very posh because we've even got headlight washers on there as well. Now these handles are definitely the same as what I had on my red Civic, and inside here it just smells really nice and old, but that's a compliment to this car. We have airbagged leather heated seats, and you guys know if you watch my channel I love heated seats. The seats go up and down, forward and back. And obviously this reclines. We got, again this was similar on my Honda Civic, had the same thing, boot pull and the petrol cap pull. So as we sit inside, this was exactly the same on my Civic to open the electric windows. We have the electric operating mirrors on this car as well. My eyes are straight away drawn to these lovely white dials, which are only on the later cars. The earlier models had black dials, but for a Rover to have white dials, I think it's very sporty. Also, which I absolutely love as soon as I sat into this car, was this really nice chunky leather steering wheel. But again, it just looks quite small and chunky when you're sort of sitting here. We got the cruise control on there, and then over here we have got some wood here, but that doesn't unfortunately run onto the door cards. And we have an aftermarket radio, heated seats importantly. This car also has aircon. It's also an automatic, which I'm very, very happy by. We've got a lot of colours happening here. We've got the black dash, the wood, the sort of cream underparts of the interior, the black leather. You know, there's like 3 colours going on here, and I like it. This car also has rear electric windows. Plastics in this car is actually really in really good condition. See a little cubby hole here. Obviously another little storage compartment here. So the interior is so even. The hazard switch is exactly the same layout in here compared to my red 97 Civic I used to own. What I think we should do now, guys, is start her up. Let's listen to that V6 burble and let's take this car for a drive. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. When you put your foot on the accelerator, it just sort of stays there and takes a little while to settle down. God, that is a bit of a burble. I am liking that. And it must be louder than it is inside the car because I'm getting people look at me. So let's stop being silly and let's take this thing for a drive. Oh, these seats. Mega, mega comfy, I tell ya. We're actually filming, me and Joesph, today near along the coast. So nice little quiet car park to start with, and then we'll drive along the sea basically. Let's get this heated seat on. Most importantly, nice big chunky automatic lever there. Yeah, I think this thing definitely sounds loud on the outside compared to what it sounds like on the inside, that's for sure. And the inside, it sounded nice. People were definitely looking at me as if stop revving that V6 over there, or shall I say, they don't know it's got a V6, stop revving that Rover over there, will you? Looks like Joseph's already taken my Merc on a spin already. He's a bit ahead of me. Maybe I might pass him on my travels, that'd be funny. So it'll also be a bit of a comparison test, I suppose, to me owning my Mercedes C200. But already, the gear changes in this car seem a bit more faster. I'm not obviously putting my foot down or anything at all. Yeah, the gearbox is much, much quieter in this car. And there's also very refined and quite quiet in here as well. Now these seats, the heated seats are on, so we'll just wait for them to kick in. That's an important test for us. The seats are very, very comfy. Yeah, my bottom is feeling very nice and comforted at the moment as we take this car for a spin. Now it's nice to finally be doing this collaboration with Joesph from Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. I bumped into him a few times at certain car meets. I bumped into him at the Hubnut Social at Brooklands, and he also kindly came along to my Driven 24/7 meet I had last year at the end of 2021. There's Joesph there. I knew that would happen. So yeah, this has been a thing we've been wanting to do for a while. Joesph has been sort of saying, every time I've had a car, he's like, I want to film it. Then I've sold that car, then I get a new car, and he's like, I want to film that. And it's just more of a confidence thing from me, really. Yeah, we're making it happen today. This steering wheel was so nice and chunky, but yet so small as well. So this car's got cruise control. I'm not going to be testing any of that out, really. I just want to take it for a spin. So like I already stated, this car is a rare car, as there are only 700 made. But there's around about 70 on the UK roads left. I don't know how many are sawn, but you know, taxed, roadworthy is around 70 on the roads. That's probably why I didn't realise this was a thing. Not being funny, when I've seen Joseph's car, I thought, oh, it's a Rover. But it's only when I started talking to Joesph, and obviously he told me it was a V6, I was like, oh, it's a V6 Rover. Now a lot of these Rovers are becoming obviously modern classics because they don't make them anymore. The likes of Hubnut's had a Rover before, Furious Driving's got a couple now, obviously Joseph's got a Rover, and they're at an affordable price. Obviously this V6 is quite rare, I don't really know what it's worth, to be honest with you, but it's just an underestimated car, I would say. I don't know, there's something about this car, it just feels so like beefy. It's mad to think I'm driving a V6 and it's got a Rover badge on it. I don't know, like, heated seat is definitely kicking in now. It's very nice and refined in here. Like, I feel like I'm shouting, but yeah, it's just so nice and quiet in here. Like I say, I like the trio tone interior we have here, the wood, the black, the cream, the black leather obviously. Oh, we've got a sunroof in here as well. Yeah, it's electric, the same as my Honda Civic. Wonder if we can give it a little bootful somewhere. Let's go back on ourselves, I think. So far, I'm actually quite impressed. It's sort of sporty, but then refined at the same time. So you've got like things like the white dials, this little steering wheel, keep harping on about the V6 obviously. Handles quite well. Ooh. Yeah. I like this. I can see why Joesph has got it, and this is his daily driver, recently passed its MOT with no advisories. He obviously loves this thing, he looks after it, everything that needs doing to it, he does it. Where are the other 70 on the road? That's what I want to know. I just like this car. It's like I say, it's not just a Rover, it's got the V6 in it as well. So, you know, when I probably was giving it a bit of a rev in the car park, people were looking and thinking, is that a Rover? That doesn't sound like that sounds like a V6. Is that in the Rover over there? Like, what the... And yeah, this has all come from factory of this engine, obviously. I'm no car reviewer. Obviously, if you want to find out more about this car and watch lots of videos on this car, do check out Joesph's channel, Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. And I thank him today for doing a car swap. He's obviously probably finished in my Merc now. I'm a bit slow and a bit behind it. It's really nice to have finally met up with him to do this collaboration. Let's go this way, actually. I sort of want to keep driving it, really. Suspension wise and like road handling, obviously, you know, UK roads aren't great, that's no secret, but it seems to be going over bumps, no hard knocks or anything. It's just standard, it's normal really. Yeah, it handles really quite well. It's kind of, like I say, it's a sporty kind of saloon Rover with a V6. I still can't really get my head around it, and I'm now gonna get lost. There is a lady there, no joke. She's washing her car with an actual mop. A floor mop. She's actually washing her car with a floor mop. What? Anyway. So just put the reverse, obviously it in reverse, you can hear the reverse sensors kick in. Yeah, I'm very surprised by this car, pleasantly surprised. I'm getting home and I'm gonna Google these and see like how much these are. Can't be the most economical car in the world. I moaned about my 2-litre straight 6 E36 I used to have, and now I own a 2-litre Mercedes automatic. I think MPG in my world sort of gone out the window, but yeah, the V6 obviously is not going to be economical, but I do hand it to Joesph. He's using this as his daily car, he's keeping it in good shape, and he's besotted by it obviously, hence why he has this car, hence why he keeps it in the shape he does. Just like I'm in love with my Merc, really. They're two kind of very similar cars. Although the Mercedes might be a more expensive car compared to this, maybe, I guess, but this is definitely up there. Like I said, it's quite refined. The gearbox feels a lot more smoother. Mine and my Merc's very slow. There's a lot of resemblance to my Honda Civic that I used to have as well in the past in this car. Don't know, I kind of like driving it, really. So nice. Yeah, I like this car, and I'm glad I'm filming it. I can see what the big deal about this car is. I can see why it's a thing. So I think that's pretty much it for me and this Rover. All I know is my granddad used to have Rovers. He sort of liked the big cars. They are a modern classic now. They're quite affordable. There's obviously different variants. This being a V6 is definitely one to keep out for if you're into your Rovers. And a big thank you to Joesph from Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. If you want more information about this car, then he's the man, obviously. I'm just a girl who says, wow, this car sounds lovely because it's got a V6 in it. But no, I do appreciate this car, it's very nice. I will leave the link in a description below. Joesph is probably finished with my Merc now, but he would have done a walk around and a review of my Mercedes C200, which on first impressions it was quite complimentary about. It's always nice when you meet another petrol head and they compliment your car, and I thought, oh cheers, I quite like these compliments, keep them coming, Joesph. He seems to be liking my Merc, and it'll be interesting to see and watch his video and get his thoughts of my Mercedes. But that's it for today. As I go into 2022, I want to be hopefully doing more of these sort of car features. I'm not trying to put myself down, but I'm not a car reviewer. I'm not about 0 to 60s and MPGs and, you know, whatever. I'm just me giving my verdict for whatever it's worth on this car today. Thanks for watching this one, just something different for the channel, and I will see you in another video. But yeah, very impressive, this Rover 45 for sure. I love it. Look at that boot just hanging there, Spotty. This is also a very similar car compared, and I'm going to compare my old Honda Civic